my second time doing this. I'm fucking pissed at my phone. So I wanted to make a little bit of a video of like ADHD and how I tame it. And if you want to go, this might be a way that can help you. It's helped me a tiny bit. I'm not saying I'm gonna keep that the inevitable future, but if I did, I'll probably make a follow-up video because I don't see me stopping. Because I want this, as I ranted about in the several times before. Even though I do have thoughts of quitting sometimes or just not keeping up. But if you want something, you should pursue it. And if you pursue it, you should give it everything you got. And that's what I'm doing right now. I keep improving just tiny bits every day. I can sense it. I can feel it. It doesn't even feel like work anymore. It just seems like something I just do, which is nice. But it's a little book my manager got me for Christmas. She get everyone one of these. And something I do is like I'm planning on my days. It's not something I've tried before. I kind of hated the idea of scheduling your day, but it works out so well for me that I just have to kind of yap about it. Because when I was in high school or any other school, I would love just going to school because it was something I didn't do and it was something I was just told to do. And that's something I just kind of like. I don't know why. It's a weird thing about me. But so I just started doing things like every week. I write down like a checklist. This is the beginning of the week. And then at the end of the week I do check marks. If I didn't do it, it rolls over next week. Which last week I had remember to eat. I tend to kind of forget, or I just sit around because I'm bored, want to eat, but I'm also bored and don't want to eat. It's a bit weird. Make at least 14 videos this week. I made way over 14. This week I'm a bit behind. I'm more than halfway through. But don't worry, videos are not still pumping out. They're still doing it. Think of Christmas video idea. I have a couple of Christmas games I want to play. Not exactly sure when they're going to come out. They might not even come out on Christmas, which I am sorry. Happy early Thanksgiving, everyone. To me, it's a bit washed out. I don't really care for Christmas in a way because it's just excuse for holiday, especially with now corporate businesses. Don't let the numbers control me. I tend to watch the numbers when the videos go out. I know I don't get a lot of views or a lot of comments, but I watch them, and that kind of controls the way I feel. And do you mind, Vivian? And then fixed sleep schedule. I have a terrible sleep schedule. As you can see, I've said several times where I'm up at 1 a.m. playing games for video. I also always think about make a video. And then every day I have to make 2 videos, edit 2 videos, and have the videos ready to be uploaded the next day. And make 2 thumbnails. Because I do like making the thumbnails. There's something I like. Editing the videos is kind of like something I'm growing to enjoy, especially because I kind of have to, or y'all would not like what y'all would be watching. I do have a plan for an idea for coffee reviews. I will get a few coffees for like popular name stuff, and every video I want to like do a little beginning where I try it out, and then we get to the gaming. If you know. I also do a little insightful thing. Highlights. For my highlights, last week we played Outlast with a friend from work, which y'all probably saw the video, which is not doing the best, but it's doing pretty alright. And it was kind of fun playing with people. I don't normally play with a lot of people, and then seeing people want to play with me just kind of makes me happy. I make dinner for me and my friends. Don't do a lot of get-togethers, but I enjoy doing it, and that is something I do with like. I saw my mom. I don't get to see her often. I really don't have a need to want to see people until I see them, and I'm like really happy. Another thing with ADHD. I think it's nice highlighting the things that I liked about the week, because I normally don't think about the good. And then we get to this week. Checklist, sleep schedule, fix. I want to fix that so bad, but I don't see it happening. Find a new Let's Play. Kind of going through Dave the Diver, which isn't really a Let's Play. It's more like I'm playing, yapping. I tend to want to play things like that because it's just how my brain works. Still don't let the numbers control. I did good last week on not letting them control me. I kind of slipped back a little bit this week, which I'm trying to attain. Clean house. I would show y'all pictures, but the house is not the best. It's clean, but some people may would be kind of be like, that's not clean. Make at least 14 videos. I think I'm at like 7 or so. I am off Sunday, which counts for this week on here, so that is, but at the same time, as long as I get 2 videos a day, I'm happy, at least, which could have its downsides, but the algorithm is a bitch, and that is something I don't like. Buy Christmas things. I have a Christmas video coming. I have a Christmas idea. This I've talked about in the past, but I'm gonna make a short for every person that follows me within the time period of making that video to my birthday. I will make an ornament of some fucking sort. I really, really want to have community things like that. I know it's gonna be hard on me to keep up, but I want that. If I grow at all, actually people want to come. But that is something I want to do. I want to do little mini things for the community, and whether or not it actually works. And I want to do one for every year, and I would keep it. I'm just not thinking of that. I would keep it compared to next year. Though, if it gets to the hundreds and thousands of subscribers, I am not going to keep up. I will go a digital tree, and I am so sorry for that. This week, I need to get Christmas. I have a to-do list for the week. I have a checklist, which are like big goals, but to-do list is something I need to do. Obviously, keep going. I have trouble keeping up sometimes, but I want this so bad. Then that's pretty much it. Christmas is on next Wednesday, which I'm happy and like kind of excited a little bit because I don't do a lot of things. I kind of just sit back, relax, and just stare. So, and also at the same time, like, I don't know, maybe this is why people do Christmas. You kind of feel alone and you want to do things with people, and that's kind of like how I am. I turned 21 December 31st. That is my birthday. Almost there. But, yeah. I do have a few videos I want to make with alcohol. I do not recommend that. But I do want to do like a drunk Minecraft or like a drunk gaming session with some friends or something. Man. I'm really ahead on this checklist. I think that's about it. My future goals and plans is I do have my biggest inspiration is Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. So some things you'll see from me are really heavily inspired by them. I want to do a Nobodium in Multiverse series, which I will not hint at because I don't even know how it is going to play out. A Nobodium is Nowhere series. If I get the chance, I would love to explore, like, travel the world. And if y'all are here for it, I would love it. Because people will, I say y'all, but like any person that wants to see, I would share pictures throughout the day. I will do like a video a day, depending on where I'm at. Yeah. Maybe I'll do like little live event. I could go on tour. I don't see a lot of people doing that because YouTube kind of has grown and it's kind of like, what's the point at this point? But I would love to go on like a tour where I go across the US or across Britain or something because I want that connection. I mean, that's something I really would like if we could grow. And that's the type of community I can create. So, this is a bit weird. And I want to be as honest as possible when I say this. I would love to do charity. I can't tell if I want to do charity because it's good and nothing else, or because I would be considered good for doing charity. I don't know why. I get in my head and I always try backwards to loop myself into being a bad guy. I will do charity. That is like a long-term goal if we ever get to that point of me doing this. But that is my thought process. Also, there's one more thing I'm not gonna say. Now, I came up with this on the on this, and I don't want to. I'm not saying he doesn't exist. I just am myself as an atheist, but also I give respect due to all religions. I'm an atheist, but I'm also an optimist, or whatever it's called. It's where I don't believe in any religion, but I respect all religions. So God may not exist, but the human will to keep going is. So keep going so you don't see the person you once were. I came up with that, and I just, whew, that kind of blew me away because I'm not really one to be inspirational. But that right there kind of hit hard for me, and I wrote that at the beginning of the book. It's not something I think or keep going, pushing me. I think it's nice to know that myself believes that the human will push me until I don't see the person I once was. And that, to me, is just incredible. I want to see myself grow. Not the channel, but me. I don't want to be in the same place I am now 1 year or 2 years from now. I want to be someone I don't recognize, where I can look back and be like, before YouTube, I was nobody, which is my name. I myself has been through so many names. Like, I wanted my name to mean something. Most people like want their intro or any of that. I'm terrible at naming myself. My first name on the internet was Kid Cadian. Was not really my name. My dad put it on. It was my account, which then I immediately got rid of. Went by Jasper Day for a little bit. That was kind of like a made-up persona of a character from a series I have stored in this brain. I would love to make a book out of it, but I'm not good with writing. And so, my biggest aspiration, goal, whatever the fuck the word is to make a series, not a TV series, like an animated show that I don't even know how I would get it done, ever. Like, I would love it to be like an anime, but also be surreal and have the fear and like beauty to it, because it is something I've always wanted to pour out into the world in some way. I just never knew how. I don't know when it would happen, but I want it so bad. That is my biggest want and goal, is to be able to put down my world that's in my head onto paper and show it to the world. And then I went to Jazz Panties because it was amusing and funny at the time. And then I went by a few other things. And then when I come to YouTube, I didn't know what to name myself. So I went Nobody Is Cat for a little bit. I don't want to be a cat. It was just something that came to mind. And I went to Nobody Tay Gamer. But that still just felt stupid to me. And then I was just sitting there for a good 30 minutes. I was like, nobody. Because I am a nobody. But I want to show that a nobody can be somebody. And that's just my mindset. And we've seen that happen multiple times. But I feel I'm a nobody. I'm probably going to stay like a nobody even if I grow, honestly, because I'm just a normal guy. I tend to forget I actually play a good role in most situations. So, yeah. And I somehow ended up on Nobodium. And I thought it was silly, but at this point, I kind of just own it. I am Nobodium. And that is the name I would go by to the day I die. If someone walked down the street and was like, is that Nobodium? Or Kate, I wouldn't mind. At this point, like, if someone recognized me, I would be a little bit embarrassed. Like, in fact, like, oh wait, you know me? How? But yeah, that is kind of like a mindset I currently have. My name was the hardest thing. I want to get like a new mascot, a new image, because I know it kind of deters people. But yeah, I didn't expect to yap this long. I tend to yap and go off, and I don't want to like hold you up anymore. But planners, they are something I believe that someone If any, you should try it out. Make it your own, like I did. Did this, I did the other things. I wrote down that really good inspirational quote that I like. So yeah. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And I hope y'all decide to like improve y'all's life the way I'm trying to. I say try because I'm terrible at that. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, and bye-bye.